about now, we would be inviting our third speaker, but before you put your hands together,
we'll be reading his wonderful citation. And remember what I said about citations. They're not just to show you that, oh, someone is doing better than you. It is showing you a picture of what? Possibilities. Something that you can see that, oh, if this person and this person could do this,
then I can do it too. Then you really can do it too.
Can you say, I can do it?
And as you are doing it, you make it. You make it. Thank you.
They're getting acquainted. They
are.
Okay, so.
His name, OKESANU BOLAJI. Did I get it? Did I get it?
OKESANU.
OKESANU BOLAJI ADEDEJI, the convener for Tangibles 01. He's a nursing student of 400 level Bowen University. He's very passionate about wealth creation and breaking metrics. He's a Web3 enthusiast and a crypto trader. He's worked with AI institutions such as SpineDAO, a French health initiative that anchors the spinal health aspect of healthcare. With the use of AI, he also worked with a Bitcoin initiative called Satonomy. That is a Brazilian Bitcoin initiative that helps recover all Bitcoin assets.
OKESANU BOLAJI also co-founds a Web3 academy called VYSBL. It is an academy envisioned to onboard a lot of individuals into the Web3 space. He also is the marketing manager for VYSBL Academy. One thing that he hates is poverty, lack, and injustice, suicide, depression, all those vices. And he believes that most of these things are caused due to knowledge deficiency and in various individuals. And it all boils down to one thing: lack of purposeful living. Hence the coming together of Tangibles 01. So with an ovation on your seat, can you welcome our speaker, BOLAJI OKESANU ADEDEJI. Can you celebrate him for putting this together?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Does my mic work? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Please, can we give a round of applause to Dr. Abel? I don't even know what to teach again. He has taught everything. I think we should close up, right? All right. My name is OKESANU BOLAJI, and I'm the convener for Tangibles 01. All right, before we get into it, can we give Dr. Abel once again a round of applause? My sister is in the crowd. Please, can you give her a round of applause? And most importantly, my spiritual mentor. Please, can you give him a round of applause? Dear Mike. And please, my team, can you give my team a resounding round of applause? And last but not the least, please give yourselves a resounding round of applause. Purpose, they say it is. I'm a very unconventional person. You guys can see board. I'm here to teach, not speak. So I think we can work with that. Please, can we fix this sound? All right, let's wait for media to please fix the sound. All right. I think it's better now. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? All right. Now, my own definition of purpose. I believe purpose is the value of attachment to a person, situation, or thing. Now, I was conducting a research, and I figured out every single minute we have a suicide committed. Now, meaning every 40 seconds we have one person who committed suicide. Last year, I think we have about like 700,000 suicide cases. And I believe this all boils down to lack of purpose. I strongly believe it boils down to lack of purpose. Because when you understand purpose, you understand that you are not living for yourself, but for your world. You are not living for what you have to offer to yourself, but what you have to offer to the world. All right, can we play a little game? Can we play a little game? Can we play a little game? Now, the definition of purpose that I said. Please, what's the purpose of this Apple Pencil? Please, let's speak up now. All right. What's the purpose of this microphone? What's the purpose of this board? I'm going somewhere, please follow me. I'm so sorry. What's the purpose of the board? Now, what is your own purpose? Welcome to Tangible Zone. Can we get a media person to come and project whatever it is I'll be writing on the board? Media team, can we get somebody? All right, we'll just move on. So I'm going to take you through something. The fertilization mechanism, how we all came to life. And I want you to understand through this that definitely, you have a unique purpose or you have something unique that you're here on earth to do. Now, in the year 1876, a man named Oscar Hartwig discovered the actual mechanism of fertilization. Now, let me explain to you. We have medical students here, and we understand how fertilization works out. We have a man and a woman, they have intercourse, blah, blah, and then we understand what happens when it comes to the man. He releases sperm cells, and approximately how many sperm cells are released when at an ejaculation? Like about 200 to 300 million sperm cells. Now, we were one sperm cells, I hope you know that. And each and every one of you are the surviving sperm cells. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Now, if 1 million potential you guys actually fought and one person won, come on, I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot. Now, my own belief is that purpose is better through intentionality. Now, I'm going to give you guys a quick story. There are going to be a lot of stories. I teach mostly using stories. And I hope you guys are able to follow me as we go on. So last year, 2024, I was on a pursuit to gain financial freedom. What you call financial freedom. Well, honestly, I just wanted to have money. I didn't know what I wanted to use money to do. I didn't know how money works. I didn't know what money is used for. I didn't know how to multiply money. I just knew I wanted to make money. And then on that pursuit, I met Christ. A lot of people think, oh, I met Christ in a very miraculous way. Funny how I met Christ through somebody who isn't a believer. Now, I was watching a motivational video and this person said something. He said that on the pursuit of purpose, you need intentionality. Now, the only way you can be intentional is if you actually account for your time. And he said something. He said, watch an hour of sermons a day. And I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a traditional worshiper. I'm a Christian. So automatically what happens? I need to watch a Christian sermon. And then I experienced Christ and the rest is history. I think you need to know yourself first before you can understand whatever it is your purpose is. Now, you know what this is. What is this? Now, if you do not know what this is, can you use it? Can you use it? Can you use it? So if you do not know who you are, how can you apply yourself to be unique in the real world instance? If you do not understand what you are here for, how do you actually want to impact your world? How do you want to impact people around you? How do you actually want to know your use? Because there's this people say, oh, you're useless, you're this, you're that. The term being useless is actually not an insult. I refer to it as an adjective. Because you are useless means you have no use. And if you have no use, then what stops you from actually committing suicide? What stops you from ending it? What stops you from ending abruptly that relationship? What stops you from ending your relationship with God? What stops you from stopping that business? What stops you from disembarking on that vision? So first of all, I think the first thing I actually want to solidify now is knowing yourself. You have to know yourself before you understand your purpose. And I believe knowing yourself comes from a place of intentionality. And I think intentionality mostly is done in solace. You cannot know yourself in the midst of crowd. It's not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. I am who I say I am. I am not who my environment says I am. I am not who the world says I am. I am not who the metrics of the world defines me to be. I am who God says I am. Now, for the Christians here, I'm so sorry. Let's go back to Genesis. Why did God create man? To dominate over the earth. Am I correct? So that means he knows the usefulness of man before he created man. So it still goes back to the fact that you need to know yourself before you actually understand what your purpose is. And how do you do that? Intentionality. Now, how do you build intentionality? Through visions. Now, regardless of if you're unserious or if you are from a traumatic background or if lack has disorientated your thought process or whatever it is, you have a vision. You know who you want to become. Or you have an idea of whatever it is you want to become. You know who you want people to picture you as. Am I correct? Am I correct? Am I correct? Now, somewhere in that vision, there is passion. Because passion is what you do, what you love doing. Now, follow me. I want to take you guys on a journey. Passion is what you love doing. Am I correct? Now, vision is what you see yourself or where you see yourself. Now, can you see what you don't do? Can you see what you can become? Now, what is now purpose? Purpose is utilizing that vision. So I'm going to take it down like this. Intentionality breeds vision. Vision, passion is seen in vision. And purpose is literally seen in passion. Now let me explain to you. We all said passion is what? What you love doing. So once you understand what you love doing, what happens? What you want to do becomes easier. I don't know if you guys are following me. Do you guys understand where I'm going to? Should I come again? Should I come again? Now let me come again. I said you have to be intentional to be able to capture a vision. And somewhere in that vision speaks your passion. Vision is what you can see. Passion is what you can do. Purpose is utilizing what you can see and what you can do. I need somebody, please. Somebody should come out. I need an example. I'm making a lot of examples too. Just anybody from the crowd should come out. Anybody. Just one person. Please give her a round of applause. Hold this, please. What's your name? All right. Let me explain something to you guys. Now, I thought, put this thing on your head, please. I'm so sorry. I told Damilola that she has to work 12 hours or 15 hours a day, standing like this, putting this thing on her head. And I'm going to pay her $100 million per month. She can only survive. And what does survival lead to? It leads to burnout. And at the end of the day, that's where you see people saying, I'm tired of life, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. Now, regardless of the amount of money I want to give this lady, she's not in purpose. So she cannot be the best at whatever it is she's doing. And she does it grudgingly. And what happens? It affects everything. And this is what the 1% of the 1% know. Now, let me explain this thing to you. You see the 1% of the 1% going to Harvard, going to Stanford, picking one of the best tech people, picking one of the best finance people. Because they understand that you cannot get the best people if they are not in purpose. Thank you very much. Are your hands aching already? Please give a round of applause. Now, purpose is not what you do. Purpose is not who you are defined. Purpose is not who you are defined to be. I think, is my mic still working? All right. Purpose is not who you are defined to be. Purpose is not found outside. Purpose is inside. It is inside. And to be able to find something inside, you have to be alone. You have to cut out noise. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You cannot build something in the midst of noise. We have medical students here now. Have we all been in a surgical room? Have we all been in a surgical room? Now, do you see commentators in surgical rooms? Do you see social media managers in surgical rooms? Do you even see the president in surgical rooms? Please give a round of applause to Retinzi. Now, who is needed and whatever is needed is what you see in a surgical room. And that is you cutting out noise. Now, what is your own noise? Is it social media? Is it that friend? Is it that religious pastor? Most people try to box you into what they see you as, not what you see yourself as. When I gave my life to Christ, a lot of people started calling me pastor, pastor, pastor. I know what I am. I'm not a pastor. I know what my purpose is. See, me, I hate poverty. I hate lack. So my own is to bridge the knowledge gap between the poor and the rich. That is my purpose. And to learn that, what do I have to do? I have to learn a lot of things. I have to read books, study history, learn finance, and whatsoever. I believe purpose can be seasonal and purpose can be sectional. Now, let me explain this to you. What I have myself do now is not what I should have myself do next year. Now, you are still in the midst of purpose, but you have to do some things to be able to fulfill it. Purpose is a journey, it's not a one-day thing. You have to keep on walking and walking and walking and walking until you get there. Now, let me give you a very good example. Now, that is the pulpit. What do I have to do to get to the pulpit? I walk there. Am I correct? Now, why am I going to the pulpit? Probably I want to play something on the pulpit. Am I correct? Now, I understand the purpose of me going there. Now, I can decide to take 1,000 years before I get there. But I should take steps until I get there. Now, that's what I mean by purpose is seasonal. Now, what I did last year, or what I was doing last year, is not the same thing as what I'm doing this year. I've not changed from who I am. The assignment or the task is just different. My mom is a caterer. And please give her a round of applause. She's watching online right now. And there was a time she had an event, like I think she was supposed to cook for like over 1,500 guests and all of that. And this woman was awake for 72 hours straight. From preparations to supervising to this to that. And I asked her one question. Mom, are you not tired? And guess what she told me? I love it. It is my passion. You see somebody like today on Okoya, play chess for 60 hours. Does it make sense? Please, it doesn't make sense to me, or does it make sense to you guys? I think we should conclude that purpose sometimes doesn't make sense, or it doesn't have to make sense to you. And he didn't do it once, so how many of us knows that today on Okoya broke that record twice? He broke the first time, and he also broke the second time. That's insane. I believe purpose is insane. Because you do insane things when you're passionate about it. And then, I categorize purpose too under the sectional aspect. We have the religious purpose. Why are you a religious person? Why do you want to know God? Do you want to know Him for what He has to give you? Or do you want to build a relationship with Him? Now we have marital purpose. Why are you getting married? Have you found yourself? If you have not found yourself, you have not found your use. And if you have not found your use, then of what use are you to the person that you want to get married to? But, Dr. Abel, are you married? So none of us here are married. Rachel, are you married? So none of us here are married. So I'll save that topic for another day. Now, we have purposeful friendship. Now, I don't believe if you have not found yourself, you should have friends. Of what use are you to me? Of what use am I to you if you don't know your use? What do you have to offer me that is unique to me? What do I have to offer you that is unique to you? I was speaking to a friend a few weeks ago. I wanted to upskill, and I was looking to pay for a skill like that. It was very, very expensive. It was running to like 6 figures. And I needed to know who has been there. And I called this guy. Every single person I've told about this thing. See, I have good friends, oh. They don't even have to be your friend. Just have good relationships. And I called this guy, and I told him so thing. It's going to require so thing and so thing. And he told me, yes, it is possible. He started telling me about he has lost $2,000. Do the math. $2,000, $3,000, how he was at $5,000. And he told me how he made $17,000 on just one thing that he did. Now, he didn't discourage me. He showed me a path. He showed me a pathway. He made me understood the blueprint as to whatever it is I'm getting myself into. Now, I am not trying to tell you that it's not good to gist. I have friends that whenever it is I want to gist, I go and meet them. I have friends that whenever it is that is academic, I go and meet them. Where's Evans? He's a very smart boy. Me, I know book, but I'm not an academic person. I'm not a conventional person. I'm so sorry. Now, me, I like money. If you want to know about finances, come and meet me. I'll break it down to you. If you want to start a business, I need a business strategy. Come to me, I'll break it down to you. If you want to be serious about your life, come to me, I'll break it down to you. Because I've been there firsthand. And now you have people that help you spiritually. I was distressed like 2-3 weeks ago. And I was on a call with my mom, and she was reminding me of my identity, of who I am in Christ, of why Christ called me, of my purpose. Now, some of you are depressed, and your friends are depressed with you because you don't even understand your purpose. So, what do they have to give you? Two confused people, two blind people leading each other, blind leading the blind. No shades. All right, thank you. Now we have successful individuals like Mrs. Tara. Who knows Tara Felajurote here? Please raise up your hand.
The player serious.
She's the owner of House of
That's
Cards.
to be alright.
That woman studied law. I have a sister studying law. So I understand how studying law can be hectic. Now imagine going to law school or studying law for 5 years, graduating, doing your, whatever it is, what's it called? NYSC, and then doing your law school. And then just because you understand that innate person, decide to go and start doing makeup. And she's one of the most successful beauty person in Nigeria. Now we have Funke Bucknor. Who knows Funke Bucknor here? Ah, you guys don't know people. Hey, Funke Bucknor is the CEO of Sapphire's event. She also studied law. And after years of studying law, what did she go and do? She went to pursue her passion, her purpose. Now, don't let me sideline purpose finding to, oh, okay, whatever it is you study does not have to be your purpose. Now, let me also bring people that studied something and those things were aligned to their purpose. We have Warren Buffett. We should all know Warren Buffett here. Warren Buffett is literally one of the biggest, richest investors in the world. And his company has, I think his company has the highest shareholder of Coca-Cola. And you know how rich he is if you understand Coca-Cola. Now, Warren Buffett studied business administration. And what happens? He's leading in the business space. Now, we have people like Barack Obama. Barack Obama was the first black president of the United States of America. He studied political science and went ahead to study law. He was aligning with purpose, am I correct? And now we have Nelson Mandela. At least we should all know Nelson Mandela. He was the one that fought xenophobia. And what did he study? Law. We also have Obafemi Awolowo and a number of them. So I'm trying to give a balance. I'm not trying to say, oh, whatever it is you study, blah, 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 this one. You can be in purpose like, some of you are in purpose like this. Medicine can be your purpose. MLS can be your purpose. Nothing is not my own purpose. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to deceive you guys. But let's keep on going. Now we have 5 steps to finding purpose. Now, please follow me. Follow me. Please, what did I say? Now, the first step is evaluating your life. This marker is no good. We just have to work with whatever it is you have. Evaluating your life. Now, I'm just trying to tell you now that if you have not found purpose, these are the 5 steps that it is that you have to take to find purpose. Now, we have evaluating your life. Are you truly happy or you're sad? Are you living for survival or you're living for fulfillment? Are you positively influenced or negatively influenced? Okay, thank you. Are your decisions made by you or they are made by the metrics that the world set for you? What are you living for? See, your purpose is beyond you. Don't let me lie to you. Once you understand that life is not about you and about what you can offer to you, you tighten your seatbelt. What are you living for right now? What are you living for? Ayo, what are you living for? Dr. Ebe, what are you living for? Retreat is making us laugh. So we all know, I might not fully know what he's living for, but I know he has cooled my temper so many times, especially when I'm reading for exams. I'll just watch his video, I'll smile, and go back to read. Now, evaluate yourself. Now, what did I say about under-evaluating yourself? Are you happy or are you sad? Are you living based on survival or based on fulfillment? Are you positively influenced or negatively influenced? Are your decision making based on you or what you see? Now, the next thing is staying away from noise. Now, is your noise social media? My own noise sometimes can be social media. Retim's noise is not social media. You have to understand yourself. There was a time when I will sit down and I will watch TikTok from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. Sometimes I just talk to myself, am I mad? How did I do all of these things? Now, staying away from the noise can mean cutting off social media. It can mean getting glued to social media because there's a balance to it. Now, for the content creators, now staying away from the noise means understanding your niche, understanding your content, and sticking to it. Now, you cannot stay away from social media like that. You just have to stay away from the noise. You have to filter the noise. Now, are the friends that you have, are they the noise? Friends. Don't let us even get into friendship. There are some people that I cannot do without talking to in 3 days. And that's because they lighten up my soul. They make me understand why I'm here. They make me understand my purpose. They rejuvenate my spirit. And there are some people that we can go a year, 2 years without speaking. That's me cutting off the noise. There's something very important I want to say now. It is controversial, but you guys have to just work with me. Your family might be your noise that you need to stay away from. Some of you don't agree with me. Now, we agree that we all have emotional moms, right? Well, my own mom is emotional. Let me tell you a story. There was a conference I went to last year in Lagos. And I told my mom, oh, mom, I'm going to be, you guys will give me time. Please beg them. Should I stop? Should I stop? So please beg them. Right. So there was an event that I was going for last year. Everyone was saying, BOLAJI, Joma Law, the ones that understand Yoruba, Joma Law, take Okoba Shelenko. It was through that event that I betted tangibles. If I didn't go for that event, tangibles would probably not hold. Or the vision of tangibles would probably not come to reality. Now, if I didn't cut off the noise or the emotional blackmail that she was trying to give me, what would have happened to me? Now, the third step. Now, you have already. Now, the first thing, what was the first thing I said? Evaluate yourself. The next thing, cut off the noise. Now, picture a vision. Now, your vision or your passion streamlines your vision, and purpose is found somewhere inside that vision. Now, let me explain the trend to you. What did I say earlier? I said vision is what you can see. Purpose is what you can do. You can't see what you can't do. Now, once you get the vision and the passion, what happens? You draw out the usefulness, and that is what you call purpose. Should I come again? Should I come again? Now, vision is what you can see. Passion is embedded in that vision. Now, for you to be able to utilize this thing to help others beyond yourself, what happens? You have to be able to picture it. You have to be able to picture it and nurture that purpose. Nurture that purpose. Nurture it like a baby. See, there's one thing I say a lot. See, purposeful people, I've already said it, they are crazy. They are stubborn. You cannot achieve purpose if you don't have a pinch of stubbornness. My parents sent me here to school to study nursing. Now, we will have that fight when I graduate. But I know I'm going to be stubborn to achieve or to be purposeful in whatever it is I want to do. Draw pictures, be inquisitive. How many of us likes money? If you like money, raise up your hand. If you like money, raise up your hand. It seems you don't like money. This I like money. Now, how many of you can tell us the history of how money was made? Or at all, okay, let me give you guys the simplest thing. Who is the richest man ever lived? Or since the industrialization of the earth, who was the richest man? Now, you love money, but you don't want to study money. How now? How now? You have to be inquisitive. I'm a very inquisitive person. Oh. Sometimes I can look at this marker and say, why is this marker cylindrical? Why is it not circular? That's how crazy I am. Because once you ask questions, I promise you, you'll find answers that nobody else will give you. And your purpose sometimes is embedded in that answer. Study important personalities that align with purpose. Strategically devote your time to things that align with your purpose. Are you called to be a pastor? Watch sermons. Are you called to be a keynote speaker? Watch keynote speakers. Are you called to be a business mogul? Read books. Are you called to be in the social media space? Watch influencers. Are you called to be in the media space or in the drama or the theater space? Watch successful people. Fight for your purpose until it is bettered. Fight for your purpose until it is bettered. Fight for your purpose until it is bettered. Now, please give me just 10 more minutes. Now, aspect of human purpose, purposeful friendship. I think we already said this before. Should I leave? Let me beg them. Purposeful friendship, I think I already said this before. Purposeful relationship. If you do not know yourself, and if you do not know yourself, I think we already established the point. If you do not know yourself, you do not know your use. And if you do not know your use, then what's the nicest way to say it? You are useless to yourself and to me, and to the world. Now, all right. Your occupational purpose too. Most of you are there already. Most of you are called to be medical doctors. Most of you are called to be nurses. Most of you are called to be minstrels. Most of you are called to be financial group. Most of you are called to be consultants. You need to understand these things. Now, I already said it, you have emotional friends, you have spiritual friends. And now, please, I think there's one thing I should sound the warning to. Please, in finding purpose, if you want to pick a friend group, pick friends within this range. Now, you need to have an emotional friend. You need to have a spiritual friend. You need to have a strategic friend. You need to have an accountable friend. I need to have friends that you have a vision, and the next thing they say is, how much is it? I'm going to sponsor it. Last year, I told you guys, I went on a trip to Lagos. If I tell you guys this thing, you guys will laugh. I went on a trip to Lagos, and the ticket for the conference was 50,000 naira. That guy right there borrowed me that 50,000 naira. And I paid that money from April to July. Meaning I was taking Gary. He's my roommate, he's here. Ask him. I was taking Gary. And in the midst of taking Gary, I'll say, yes, I'm in purpose. Yes, I'm betting something. Yes, something is coming out of me. Yes, nations are coming out of me. Do you guys understand? And finally, a breakthrough came. If you want to know about the breakthrough, go and meet him again. I have a video, I'll play it for you guys one time. Video that I was drinking Gary. He has the video. And I said that once I start eating on the yacht, nobody should come and question me that where did I get my money from. Because when I was drinking Gary, nobody was there. Now, what to look out for in a very purposeful person. Purposeful people are very strategic. Me, I like thinking outside. This is the box. I like thinking outside the box. Now, what Suits here? There's a very, very funny thing that Avi Specter says in Suits. He says, this is life, but this is me. Now, me, I like this. I don't like this. I'm not a conventional person. I don't like playing by the rules. I like creating my system because the systems are designed to keep us in a matrix and in a vicious circle. You see, there are many things that I need to open you guys' eyes to, and subsequent conferences would understand this. Do you all know that the 6334 or 6335 is a matrix that they put us in so that we would go back into the world or go back into the market and still work for these people? They don't teach us how the world works. They don't teach us what entrepreneurship is. They don't teach us about money. The best that they will teach you in entrepreneurship, diagonal curve, something curve. Bro, nobody needs that. Teach me who made money, who invented money. Teach me who is God. How can I get to know him beyond asking him for my needs? Now, purposeful people are informed. Now, you need to be informed. You guys need to be informed. How do you like money and you don't know the richest man in history? The richest man in history, apart from Solomon, is Mansa Musa. And the richest man during the Industrial Revolution is Rockefeller. Now, you need to know that purposeful people are not overly religious. You cannot be overly religious and find purpose. You can only be spiritual and find purpose. Your pastor will come to you, oh, you buy a car this year. Say amen. Or you don't believe it. Oh, you do this year. Oh, you do that this year. And we have already capped it into that. That, oh, once the pastor has said it's going to be done, I don't need to do work. Religion is one of the most alarming cause of poverty. I will give you guys that gist. I love Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He died for me. His blood is what I'm here for. It's the Holy Spirit that is speaking through me and not me. But I know religion has caused poverty, has caused lack of information. And for you to be able to actually understand whatever it is your purpose is, you have to be informed. Now, let me run quickly. You have to understand the value of time, skills, and relationship. Alex Omozi said this thing. He said that rich people buy what? Rich people buy time, and poor people buy things. You need to understand that. Now, I've already said the purposeful people are very, very stubborn. Now, who knows the story of KFC? Now, the owner of KFC is Colonel Alland. This guy, his business went under the waters. And then he went to 1,000 doors, 1,000 doors, and kept on giving them their chicken recipe. Please, help me check this out. Do you think this aligns with you? 1,000. He applied over 1,000 times. And eventually, what happened? He got that person that aligned with his purpose. And now, who doesn't know KFC? At that time, if we are going to KFC like this that year, me and my sisters, they will take us to KFC. We eat that chicken from afternoon till night. First to finish chicken. So that I will not beg from your own. These guys are purposeful people. Now, purposeful people are spiritual. I told you, do not be religious, but be spiritual. They are inquisitive. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. Ask questions. Why is my shoe this shape? Why can't my shoe not be cylindrical? Ask questions. Why is soccer? Why is the game of soccer? Why is soccer around? Why is it not over? Ask questions. Now, speak words. Speak words. Now, let me tell you guys something. There was a research that I was reading. They said in Harvard, they put a plant here and they put another plant here. They were watering this plant and they were watering this plant. And each day they were telling this plant, you are blessed. You would grow. You would spring forth seed. You would do this. And they were telling the other plant, you are stupid. You are daft. You are this. You are that. Please, between me and you, which plant grew? Words are very powerful. Beyond spiritual recognition, words are powerful. Speak word. Oh, I am purposeful. Now, I have something that I want to tell you guys here. I have an affirmation here, then I close. 2 minutes. Affirmation, then I close. Now, are you ready to affirm? You are ready to speak words. Are you ready to speak words? Are you ready to speak words? Are you ready to speak words? Repeat after me. I am a visionary. I burst purpose through my visions. I conceive, birth, and nurture my visions. I walk purposefully. I think purposefully. And more importantly, my actions are purposeful. I do not live based on the standards the world sets for me. I do not live based on survival. I live a fulfilled life. My existence is beyond me. I am purposeful. I am tangible. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my closing words. Success is better through purposeful living. And success, they say, isn't owned, it is rented. And that rent is due every day.
Thank you very much. See you in Tangibles 2.0.
Can we